Welcome back, boys and girls. Happy New Year. So, this is the lesson for writing for today, and we will be working on annotating an opinion text. This week, this week and next week, we're going to be writing an opinion essay or an opinion, a response to a prompt that will give your opinion. And so before we start writing, I wanted us to look at an example or a mentor text so that we could see an example of what you are supposed to do this week. And as we're looking at it today, we will annotate. So if you scroll all the way down and click on the load this tool right here, I already did it, so mine is already expired. But if you click on it and open your lesson, you'll open a Google slide titled Annotating Opinion Text. Mine says Griffith because this is going to be my copy. And so I'm going to start projecting. Our content objective today, you can read it with me. I can annotate the parts of an opinion text to understand the text structure using the pillar framework. And your language objective today, I can comprehend and analyze opinion text by using graphic organizers to identify elements of opinion text, main ideas, and supporting details. Here you will see what we are going to be doing to annotate our writing. Before we get started, we're going to identify the title or the topic, and we can actually underline it and put title next to it. We're going to number each paragraph if they're not already numbered for us. And I think we get to do that today. I don't think our paragraphs are numbered. Then we're going to circle and label the introduction. And I'm using colors also. You don't have to use colors, but we are going to we're going to use these annotation tools. We're going to bracket, which is sort of like a parenthesis, and label the body of the piece of writing. Number 5, we're going to underline in orange the main idea or the main reason sentences, and we're going to place a blurb in the margin, which is just a word or a phrase about what that main idea is. Number 6, we're going to cross-check the supporting details to the main ideas. We're going to make sure that the supporting details support the main idea, and we're going to put a little plus sign next to it. Number 7, box and label the conclusion, reference the main ideas. Okay, and that will complete our pillar framework for opinion writing. We have a topic and we have 3 main ideas. So we're going to do this together. I'm going to read it first, and then we'll go back and we're going to go back and annotate. So garden school, my home away from home. And if you look at your copy, you can probably see it bigger on your copy because you can expand it. I'm just going to keep it at this size for mine. When you first see garden school with its old-fashioned brick and stone entranceway surrounded by tall oak trees and beautifully sculpted bushes, you might feel as though you're stepping into the past. But actually, I believe this century-old structure is home to the best and most modern school anywhere. There's no place I'd rather spend my days than at garden school. The beautiful building, excellent teachers, and friendly atmosphere make it home away from home. I'm going to stop there. So this is the introduction to our writing, to the opinion. They just told you there's no place I would rather spend my days than at garden school. That's their opinion. And then they gave you 3 reasons why. The beautiful building, the excellent teachers, and friendly atmosphere make it my home away from home. So that is the 3 reasons that they're going to be adding to. So if we go back to our process here, we're going to identify the title and the topic. Oh, we got to number each paragraph. See, it's good to go back and read. So we are going to do that now. Identify the title and number each paragraph, and then we're going to circle the introduction in. Okay, so I had to get out of my presentation mode. Here we're going to use the line tool. We're going to underline the title, Garden School, My Home Away from Home. And we're going to label that this is the title and this is opinion text. Okay, so I'm using the text tool. And I'm going to put this is the title, opinion text. Okay, then this is our introduction, this whole paragraph. So we're going to use the shape tool. We're going to click on shapes. We're going to click on circle. And we are going to make one big circle around the first paragraph, which is the introduction. It doesn't have to be perfect. Notice that it covered it all up. What we need to do is we need to go to the paint tool and put it transparent. Okay? Then I'm going to change it to green. You don't have to change it to green. Okay? As I said before, in the introduction, the author is stating their opinion, and they're describing. Notice that they're describing their place, this garden school, their home away from home. So it's similar to what we're going to be writing about this week. This week we will be writing about a special place you'd like to visit. And most importantly is that part of the introduction, you will state what the three main ideas are. And we'll see that in a minute. So I'm going to continue reading. I absolutely adore my classroom in my old wing of the building. One entire wall is taken up with enormous old pane windows. I enjoy gazing out into the boughs of the trees outside, watching the birds and squirrels, thinking about my work, or just daydreaming. I really appreciate the old-fashioned building with thick fancy doors and woodwork. There's even an old fireplace in one end of the room surrounded by old-fashioned tiles. I love it during the holiday season when our principal comes in and lights a fire and we share popcorn popped in our own fire, just like the olden days. Okay, so notice this is going to be the part that is talking about one of the main ideas, the beautiful building, and they're describing the building. Notice all the descriptions that they did. I'm going to continue and then we'll go back to our process for annotating. Oh wait, I forgot. We need to number the paragraphs. So go to text. This is going to be paragraph 1. And go to text again. This is going to be paragraph 2. And go to text again. This is going to be paragraph 3. Do it with me, please. You can always stop this video so that you can catch up on your own work. I'm going to go to slide 4, where we finish the reading and the annotating. So this is going to be paragraph 4, text. Put paragraph 4. And again, text tool, put paragraph 5. So we numbered the paragraphs. I'm going to go back to paragraph 2 just to make sure, because I keep forgetting things. We did the title. Okay, so we identified the title and the topic. We numbered each paragraph. We circled and labeled the introduction, and now we're in the middle of reading the body. Okay, back to paragraph 3. The building may be old, but I feel that the teaching and learning environment is creative, stimulating, and so much fun. I get really excited about all the technology we share. There's nothing I'd rather do than use our computer station and to check out my own tablet to conduct research. I could spend hours collecting images to illustrate a report or create a collage. And, to me, smartboard lessons are the best. Our teacher puts our writing up there and we color code and revise it. I like pretending I'm an editor working on an important book. As much as I love the technology, I also enjoy our fish tank, classroom library, and reading corner. In my opinion, my classroom is the absolute best and coziest place to settle in and learn. Notice that this author, this paragraph 3, talks about the main idea of the excellent teachers and the learning that he's doing in the classroom. Because now it's more about the classroom. Okay, and then we're going to page 4, slide 4 for paragraph 4. From my point of view, what makes garden school so wonderful is the friendly atmosphere. I'm so impressed that our principal, Mrs. Hartz, greets every single student by name. I love my teacher, Miss Cardoza, and trust her to be fair and to help me when I need help. To me, our nurse, Mrs. Karen, is like a mom away from home. She makes me feel welcome and safe whenever I go into her office. As far as I'm concerned, there's not a school anywhere that has music, phys ed, and art teachers who are as much fun as ours. I appreciate how talented they are and how they work so joyfully to pass these special skills along to us. Paragraph 5. It's true, there's no place like home, but when you have to go to school, it doesn't get better than garden school. I'm so fond of the building itself. I'm excited about the learning that takes place there and adore the friendly atmosphere. If I ever had to move, what I'd miss most of all would be garden school. So now, if we go back to our process, we need to bracket the body of the piece, the place where the person supports their opinion with central ideas. So that would be paragraph 2, paragraph 3, and paragraph 4. They're giving their reasons why they love their school. So we're going to click here on shape. We're going to click on equation, and we're going to find these brackets right here. This one, the second to last one, or you can even do the last one. I'm going to do the last one. I like the last one. Okay, and what we're going to do, we're going to click and drag from the beginning of paragraph 2. Oh, I don't think I like the brackets that way. No, I'm not going to do those brackets. Let me delete that. Go back. Let's do equation, and let's do these brackets right here. Double bracket. That's what I want because it's easier. Okay, then you click and drag, and it's going to put one bracket on the front and one bracket on the back of the paragraph, or on the right of the paragraph. So we're going to do that for paragraph 2. You can color it blue. We're going to do that for paragraph 3, but paragraph 3 is on page 3, and yeah. So we're going to do that again. Equation, first bracket. This is still the body of the paragraph where they're giving their reasons why they chose that. It's already blue, so it's highlighted in blue already. And we're going to go to page 4, and paragraph 4 also is a supporting paragraph, part of the body. Click and drag, and it's in, oh, we need to change it to blue. Okay, then if we go back to our process, we've already done number 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we need to underline the main ideas in orange and cross-check the supporting details in purple. I'm going to show you that in the introduction, the author gave us the main ideas. So I want to highlight them in orange there also. So they said that they like garden school because of the beautiful building. Click it to orange. The excellent teachers. Click on the line tool again, and it's already in orange. And the friendly atmosphere. I'm just going to highlight atmosphere over here. Okay, so those are the 3 main ideas, and you will find them in the topic sentence of each paragraph. I absolutely adore my classroom in the old wing of the building. So they're talking about the old wing of the building, and they're talking about the classroom. So we're going to underline classroom, old wing of the building. Underline it in orange. And then now it's going to tell us all the details about the classroom. I want you to click on shape and equation. We're going to use the plus sign. I want to color it purple, so I'm going to choose purple for the outline and purple for the inside. So both of these are purple. Oh, wait, no, that's not what I want. Haha. Let me delete. And there's my plus sign, but I don't want it that big. I actually want it really small. Okay, and then I can move it. So one entire wall is taken up by an enormous old pane window. So it's talking about the windows. That's a plus sign. I want both of these purple for the plus sign. Now, here's a trick. When the plus sign is highlighted and it's purple inside and purple outside, the way that I want it, then I can hit Control Copy and Control V. I think actually I will have these plus signs on the side so that you can just drag them over. I will put the plus signs and all you need to do is just drag them over. So one is that it has old windows. That's one detail. I enjoy gazing out into the boughs of the trees outside, watching the birds and squirrels, thinking about my work, and just daydreaming. That's through the windows. I really appreciate the old-fashioned building with the thick fancy doors and woodwork. So that is another detail. Fancy doors and woodwork. Okay, there's even an old fireplace. There's another detail in one end of the room surrounded by old-fashioned tiles. I love it during the holiday season when our principal comes in and lights a fire and we share popcorn popped in our own fire just like the olden days. So there's the three details about the old wing of the building. Then if we go to the next paragraph, the building may be old, but I feel that the teaching and learning environment is creative, stimulating, and so much fun. So they're talking about the environment. So we're going to click on the line tool, the teaching and the learning environment. And I'm going to continue underlining here, environment in orange. Okay? I get really excited about all the technology we share. That's part of the learning. So we're going to use a plus sign here because that's supporting the teaching and the learning environment. I'm just going to click on this, Control Copy. Remember, for you, I will have all these plus signs right here on the side and you just click and drag them over. There's nothing I'd rather do than use a computer station and to check out my own tablet to conduct research. You could put another one, computer station. I could spend hours collecting images to illustrate a report or create a collage. And to me, smartboard lessons are the best. So they like the smartboard lessons. Click and drag another plus signs. Our teacher puts our writing up there and we color code it and revise it. I like pretending I'm an editor working on an important book. As much as I love technology, I also enjoy, then they gave us some more things that they enjoy in their environment. They enjoy the fish tank. So we're going to put fish, oops. I'm going to click and drag this extra one. Fish tank. Classroom library. And reading corner. In my opinion, my classroom is the absolute best and coziest place to settle in and learn. Notice that they're talking about the teaching and the learning, and they're talking about the learning environment, which is their classroom. And so at the end of the paragraph, they gave a conclusion sentence about what the whole paragraph was about. It was about their classroom being the absolute best and coziest place to settle in and learn. Then I'm going to go to paragraph 4. From my point of view, what makes garden school so wonderful is the friendly atmosphere. That is the other top main idea that they wanted to talk about, was the environment or the atmosphere. I'm so impressed with our principal. So then it's talking about people. Actually, I need a plus sign. So I'm going to go to shapes, equation, plus sign. Principal Mrs. Hart's. After I create it, I'm going to color it purple and fill it in with purple. And then I can make copies. Again, I will have your copies here. So all of your copies will be on the margin and you can just click and drag them over. She loves the principal. She loves her teacher. So we're going to click and drag one for the teacher and trust her to be fair and help me when I need help. To me, our nurse. So then she's talking about why she loves her nurse. She makes me feel welcome and safe whenever I go in the office. As far as I'm concerned, that's not a school. There's not a school anywhere that has music, phys ed, and art teachers. So she's talking about the fine arts teachers. Let's put it here. As much fun. I appreciate how talented they are and how they work so joyfully to pass these special skills along to us. So this didn't go orange. We need to underline the main idea in orange. Yeah, and then the supporting details in purple. Then when I go back, it said that when we are doing the main ideas, we need to place a blurb in the margin, just like you do with reading with your reading teacher. So let's look at the main ideas. The classroom is in the old wing of the building, so let's use the text tool. And it's talking about classroom, old building. And let me make this smaller so that it fits. Remember, you just want a couple of words or phrases. I'm going to put it to size 8. And maybe, yeah, classroom, old building. That's what this paragraph is talking about. Then we go here. And this paragraph, the main idea was teaching and learning environment. So I can just put environment here. I'm going to click text tool again. I'm going to start with size 8, so it's small. Environment. That's the blurb for paragraph 3. Going to paragraph 4, friendly atmosphere. So then I'm going to put that blurb, I'm going to fit it up here. And change it to size 8, so it's small, atmosphere. And I'm going to put teachers, because they talked about their staff or teachers. Yeah, because they talked about the teachers and the principal. So I'm just going to put atmosphere / teachers. I can make it long and you can see all of it there. So I want you to do the same. And then remember, you're pausing this video as you're watching it so that you can have time to complete your work, so you can submit your work completed. Then when I go back to the process, after I've done the main ideas in orange and I've put the supporting details with a plus sign, now I need to box the conclusion. The conclusion is where the author writes again and refers back to the main ideas. So it says, it's true, there's no place like home, but when you have to go to school, it doesn't get better than garden school. I'm so fond of the building itself. I'm excited about the learning that takes place there and adore the friendly atmosphere. If I ever had to move, what I'd miss most of all would be garden school. So we need to put this in a box, go to the shape tool, go to the rectangle, and we're going to click and drag, make a rectangle around it, and this is where we stop. It covered it up, so we need to make it transparent. Click on the fill color, click on transparent, and we're going to change the color to red. And so this is the conclusion. And notice that they gave me, I'm going to do this right now, but you could do it there. They talked about the building. That was main idea number 1. I'm going to change it to orange. They talked about the learning. That was main idea number 2. Notice they kind of used a little bit of different words. And they talked about the atmosphere. And so they mentioned again their 3 main ideas, which we will write them right here. So go ahead and use the text tool. I'm just going to make a text this big. Maybe move it up so it goes on the line. And the 3 main ideas are the building, enter, the learning, enter, and the atmosphere. Those are the 3 main ideas that the author included in their why the school is a home away from home. Okay? this is what we are going to be working on this week. We are going to be working on a writing prompt about a special place. And as we are working, we're going to work one step at a time, where you will think of all of your ideas, your brainstorm. That's what we're doing tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, we're going to think about the 3 main ideas that we're going to put into the pillar and the details. So the 3 main ideas are in orange and the details are in purple. And then we're going to write our conclusion. But we won't get to, we'll plan it on Wednesday, and then we'll start with the introduction on Friday, and then we'll continue working on this next week. Okay, you will then, so when you're done making your annotations on your copy, then you will submit. You will click submit at the top, and you will be completed with today's assignment.